Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Joseph here for a Tuesday evening video, getting close to Tuesday night, right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down there, you know where it is, in the description box below, otherwise known as my pants. So subscribe to this channel, my other channels as well, my other 5 channels, not 8, not 9, not 10, not 6,000 like other people I know who have no lives. That's why they have 6,000 fucking fake accounts. Because they, like I said, have no life, they get no pussy, they have no girlfriend, they have no job, they live at home with their mama. No life. And they live in the basement, so it is what it is, I don't care. That's that. But anyway, hit the bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss any videos, or the next video, or any other videos I do. Because if you miss anything, well, you missed it, and you need a good slap in the face, because you're SOL, and you know what that means. And if you don't know what it means, look it up. Also, don't forget to share the video all over the internet, and then follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But if you're not respectful there, you're getting blocked, and if you don't like it, cry to your mama. Same thing applies here. If you're not real here, then I'm kicking you out. I'm gonna block you every single time. You can go on your dead channels with 5 to 19, 20 subs and boring as fuck videos that nobody cares about. You only get like a few comments, and it's pretty much yourself or your fake friends that are fake. And nobody cares. Nobody cares about your videos. Nobody cares about what you do on fucking YouTube. I don't care if anybody doesn't watch my videos, but actually, they do watch my videos. There's a lot of people that watch my videos, including you dumb fucks, but you can claim you don't watch it, but you do. So, stop being a bunch of hypocrites. And that's it. You don't like me? Get out of here. But you won't, because you love me, and I love you too. And I'll continue to love you until I pretty much die, which won't be anytime soon. So, you're gonna get sick of me in the next 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 years if I decide to leave YouTube in the next 5 to 20 years. But pretty much, as long as I have a voice, I will use it. So it doesn't have to be on YouTube. It could be on Twitch. It could be on Twitter. It could be on Facebook. It could be on Instagram. It could be on Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, wherever. You're gonna watch me anyway because you got no lives. But then again, I could just do Facebook, and I don't have to do anything, really. But, you know, I could just do Facebook Live videos. Nobody will care. And pretty much, that's it. So if you don't like me, I don't give a shit, because I don't like you either. And pretty much, you can all rot in hell and keep rotating on my big, gigantic, you-know-what. Because your girlfriends and your moms have been doing it for years. So, and if you don't like me saying that, too bad. Too bad, because you're not going to stop me from voicing my opinion and talking about what I want to talk about, which is wrestling and sports and music and movies. You're not going to silence me. I'm going to still have a voice wherever I go. Even in real life, you ain't going to silence me. You can try, but you fail every single time. And that's pretty much it. Because you can't go one-on-one with me, because you would lose anyway, so don't even try. And that's that. Anyway, moving on. Hope everybody had a great Tuesday. Wasn't that warm here in the Northeast. Tomorrow, the next 3 days are going to be hot as fuck and humid. Like the last couple days were humid as fuck. Supposed to get some rain maybe tomorrow, who knows. And then the weekend's going to rain, which sucks. But, you know, I was hoping to go out this weekend. There's a block party on my block that may get canceled because of the rain. So it might be the next day, it might be next week. Hopefully it'll be better next week, but I don't know, we'll see. See what happens Saturday and Sunday. They said it's not going to rain a lot, but if you had plans this weekend, you might have to do it indoors. But, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. But we'll get to the weekend when we get there. SummerSlam weekend We're getting there. We're getting there. We got NXT on Sci-Fi tonight, coming up in the next 45 minutes. That's another thing I forgot to do. I don't have the DVR. I mean, I have a DVR on USA. I got to manually do it tonight, so. So I'm going to do that right now. So if it's just for tonight and next week, and that's it. Alright, I'll watch a little Pacific Rim. Not that I care about it, but anyway, moving on. Yeah, so we got NXT tonight, the Great American Bash Night 1, and we got a 6-woman tag team match. JC Jane and my girl Jasmine Nix teaming up with Fallon. Don't call me to the Don Henley. Teaming up against Luna Faisese, Karen Petrovic, and who else? Sol Ruka. So that's going to be tonight. We also got the big one, the Joe Hendry concert, and we said his name, and he's going to appear tonight and grace us with his presence, as always. It's going to be epic tonight. Let's see what happens with Trick Willie and Ethan Page, or Menza's around. I think that match is tonight, or it's next. I don't know when it is. I think the contract signing is tonight, and then next week is the match. Ethan Page is obviously going to retain. And I think Trick Willie will get his rematch at No Mercy coming up on September the 1st. That's the next event we're going to get into after next week. After August the 6th, we're on the road to No Mercy in Denver. There's an event on September the 14th, which is Fall Brawl. So that's a Saturday. So that's going to go that's going head-to-head with a lot of college football, which nobody's going to watch. And once again, Collision is going to get fucked up. Because there's not going to be any Collision September the 7th because All Out is that night. So no Collision that week. And then the week after that, they're going to go head-to-head with Fall Brawl. And this weekend's ratings are going to be bad. I mean, really bad. Because they're going to be at 5 o'clock, pretty much going head-to-head with the second hour of a freaking 3-hour pre-show for SummerSlam, which I think is ridiculously dumb. 3 hours and no matches. So we're going to have to hear from Jackie Redmond, probably, I don't know about, and those other schmucks like Sam Roberts and Peter Rosenberg, and maybe Booker T, maybe JBL, and whoever else is on the pre-show, maybe Big E. Well, I'm okay with Big E, but still, everybody else, I could give 2 fucks about. And we have to hear them for 3 hours? That's too much. Too much pre-show. It's not WrestleMania Night 1 or Night 2. This is SummerSlam. I know we're going to have to do that. We're going to have a long pre-show and I think 2 years from now when they go to 2 nights for SummerSlam. Oh, that's going to be too much. Too much wrestling. But, I mean, it is what it is. So we'll have to see what happens with that. So we got NXT coming up in about 45 minutes, like I said. And then we got Dynamite tomorrow. Should be a good show. The aftermath of Blood and Guts. Ratings didn't do that great. Yeah, one person said it was like under 800,000, and another person told me it was around 700,000. And then Issa Saint did a video about it because she was coinciding with Drew McIntyre's tweet with Jack Perry. That was nice. Nice troll job. And then she's saying that the rating went up. So, I mean, I don't know. If it went up, good. If it went down, oh well. So see what happens this week with Dynamite. We got Ring of Honor, the aftermath of Death Before Dishonor this week. We got TNA as well. Should be some good shit. And then Friday Night SmackDown live from Cleveland, Ohio. And Rampage. No, not live, obviously. You got Rampage. And then Saturday, pretty much, we got a long day of action. Probably well, if you watch the pre-show, then it's going to be like 7, maybe 8 hours of wrestling. Because you gotta add in pretty much 8 hours of, it's gonna be a long night. You got Collision for 2 hours, you got the pre-show for 3, then the main show, which is probably gonna be at least 3, maybe 4 hours at most. So basically, at least 7, maybe 8 hours of WWE programming, and then 2 hours, you got almost 10 hours. Well, I guess you could put at the same time, so about 7, 8 hours of wrestling tonight. Saturday night, I should say. So I got that. So if you want to stay up all night doing that, go ahead. I am not going to do that. I am going to watch Collision at 5, and then I'm probably going out to a bar to watch SummerSlam. And then Sunday I'm going to go to sleep. Pretty much. But it is what it is. So, got a big week of action. Lots of videos coming your way. Tomorrow, Dynamite, TNA, Ring of Honor. Coming up, SmackDown, Rampage. I'm going to do my SummerSlam predictions on Saturday, early Saturday afternoon to get that out of the way. And then we'll do Collision probably that night. And we'll see what happens with that. Probably do SummerSlam review on Sunday. So, hit the bell. So when those videos go up, you know when they are up. And that's pretty much it. Alright, enough about that. Boo, funky. Let's get into the topic at hand and the video on this channel. Thank you for watching. Once again, my name is Peter Joseph. I am a content creator. Talk about the wonderful world of professional wrestling or whatever else I want to talk about. And if you like it, good. You know, take your ass down the 8 Mile or take your ass out of here, pretty much. Go fuck yourself. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, on this Tuesday evening, July the 30th, 2024, right here on the Kill Demons channel, it is time for your late and out-of-date Monday Night Raw review for last night, July the 29th, 2024, the go-home show before the Saturday's SummerSlam event from Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Alright, so last night wasn't great, but still interesting stuff on the show. And let's get into it. So we are emanating from the XL Center, not the XL Center, the XL Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. Home of those Timberwolves and those crappy Vikings and the Twinkies who got obliterated last night by the Mets, 15-2. Playing pretty much right now. They just started the second game of the 3-game series. Mets made 2 trades today. Got 2 pitchers, one from Oakland, another guy from Tampa Bay. Basically, nobody's. But I mean, David Stearns open up. He did some buying, but not heavy buying. Besides Jesse Winker the other day, and he produced big time yesterday. But we got basically all of August and September to go. Pretty much we got 8 weeks left of the season. So we'll see what happens with the Mets. They're right up there with that wild card spot. They're a half game back of the Braves, who lost last night. Thank you very much. Hi, sorry, JD. And the Phillies lost to the Skankies. Well, thank you very much, there, Skankies. But, you still suck. Judgy Wudgy hit 39. Hit his 39th steroid-using home run. Big fucking whoop. Prove it to me in October if you get there. They probably will and probably choke again. They can't get past if they can't get past the assholes and the Orioles, they're done. They're pretty much done if they face anybody in the ALCS or the ALDS. They pretty much will probably lose in 5 or 7. We'll have to see. As far as Mets go, I don't know. They could do some damage, but depends who they play in the wildcard round, assuming they get one of those wildcards. They could be a sleeper, but we'll see. I don't think they're going to make, if they do get out of the wildcard round, I don't even, depending on who they face in the first round, it could be the Phillies, it could be the Dodgers. I don't like their chances there. With that bullpen and that starting rotation that we got right now, I don't even think they have a prayer. But, you know, it might make it a little interesting, but I mean, the bats wake up and the pitching's great. We'll see. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so we're from the XL Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. Our commentary team every Monday night until further notice. Mitchell Cole and Pat McAfee, who's going to be going back to college football pretty soon. So he's going to be on and off Raw. He's still going to be around for maybe some pay-per-views here and there, but I mean, we'll have to see about that. But I don't even know who's going to replace him at this point. They probably go to Byron Saxton, or they might go to Wade Barrett. I don't know. Or they get somebody new. I mean, didn't they sign some guy from the MMA? There was an MMA color commentator or something like that. Didn't they sign that guy? And he was supposed to be starting now? I guess they're going to get that guy and nobody's going to give two fucks. They should call Jimmy Smith back. It's like, hey, you want to do some commentary on Monday nights for the next 4 months? Why not? Sit next to Michael Cole. Or sit next to Corey Graves. You have, you move Wade Barrett back to Monday night for 4 months, till January, until they hit Netflix. Let's see what happens with that. But we got Pat McAfee and Mitchell Cole on commentary. And that's it. Alright, we start off the night with Seth freaking Rollins in his zebra gear. I mean, referee gear. Not really from the Men's Warehouse. Because when you go to the Men's Warehouse, you get great suits, great ties, great fucking stuff there. And that's pretty much it for that. So if you want a suit and a tie and some good clothes, you want to look good, because when you look good, you feel good. That's a commercial. Then go to the Men's Warehouse. You tell them Peter Joseph sent you, and just maybe you'll like the way you look. I can't guarantee that, but when I go, they guarantee it for me. I always look good in whatever I wear. That's why all you people are jealous of me, and that's why your girlfriends will be in my DMs so much. It's true. Proven facts. You can't prove otherwise, so kiss my ass. And that's that. Alright, so we have Seth freaking Rollins. So he comes out. He has the referee stuff. It's not even a shirt. It's like a like you know, one of his out of his collection somewhere, or maybe Becky Lynch's selection. Then he has zebra fucking boots on. You trying to be freaking Ted Nugent? Stop. Next thing you know, he's gonna come out with a zebra guitar. And he could do it. You never know. Anyway, so he is in the ring for the special guest referee instructions to CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. He calls them two morons. So Punk and Drew come out. So Seth says, according to Adam Pearce, any physical contact means the match is null and void, no match at all. Match is pretty much dead. So Punky Brewster heads to the floor, acting like a schmuck. He's like, and Seth's like, get in this ring, and Drew's like, get in the ring, you coward. And then Punk's like, well, it's like, it's not that I don't trust you, I don't even trust myself. So Rollins like, get in this ring right now, or this match is over. So Punky says, well, enjoy being able to lord your authority over me while you can. And Drew's like, oh, I like this is great. And then Rollins like, I hate you. And the only rule is that I run the show here. I am the boss. I am the authority. And there's going to be no counters can go on forever. DQs are at my discretion. Nice AEW reference. It's like I want to see some murder. I want to see some violence. So he's like, so why don't you just make it an anything goes match? Not a straight up fucking one-on-one match. So anyway, Punky Brewster hopes Seth referees better than he's dressed. I don't know about that. He's like, I don't need your help. I don't want your help. I never needed it. So, fuck you. Drew says, I hate everything about you. Great song by Ugly Kid Joe, by the way. Says, I hate everything about you and you, Seth Rollins. And you're gonna have to stop the madness after I beat the living crap out of Punk until his heart stops beating. I was like, shit. So he's like, it's in a stadium, so I'm gonna get paid a lot of money to do something I can do for free. And then Punky Brewster talks about how the fans chanted his name while he was gone for 10 years. And the best thing Drew ever did was hurt me, but the worst thing he ever did was hurt Punk because he keeps dumbing himself out of position. I don't know what that meant, but okay. Punk says, I'm not as big or strong as you, but I have heart, which will be on display at SummerSlam. And pretty much after that, they go face to face, and then Drew holds up the bracelet. Punk gets real mad, and Seth he's just in the middle, and come on, hit each other. Come on, hit each other. Nothing happens, and that's pretty much it. So I gave that 3.25 out of 5 stars. So a good opener to Monday Night Raw, and we're off and running. All right, after that, we go to Liv Morgan, who we go to the Judgment Day's clubhouse, where basically it's wrecked thanks to Liv Morgan. Dom's like, what's going on here? Who could have done this? And Rhea's like, well, figure it out, asshole. And then Carlito gets all mad about, his Xbox or PS5 getting all vandalizing shit. So, Rhea wants them to focus because Finn's got a match with Walter. Poppy Priest, he's got other things on his mind, along with Walter. JD McDumbfuck doing nothing. I gotta worry about Liv right now. Dom, you gotta worry about stop being such a simp. That's it. And then Carlito leaves to do something. Dom goes with him, and then she turns to Finn and JD McDumbfuck's like, why is Carlito still here? That's what I've been asking for months. But anyway, so that's that. Then after the break, the team regroups. Carlito is going to take care of Sami Zayn. So I thought that was going to be a match. Nope. He gets Jey Uso later. And, that's pretty much it. Let me move on. Alright, there we go to our first official match of the evening. We got the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, who had a good showing at Bloodsport 11 this past weekend, along with Shayna Baszler. All winning their matches, pretty much. Chad Gable, thank you, shush. He's there. And they take on Akira Tozawa and the Fat Man, Otis, along with a beautiful-looking Maxine Dupree. Alright, so this match, nothing to write home about. Otis comes in off the hot tag, sends Julius into the corner, hits the world's strongest slam, then he does the Caterpillar, that connects, and then Gable gets on the apron, causes a distraction, which lets the Creeds hit a double belly-to-back superplex. That was crazy. As sheet. And they pin Otis 1, 2, 3. They get the win in under 8 minutes. Match wasn't anything to write home about. 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, 3-on-1 beatdown, because Tozawa was nowhere to be seen. Maxine Dupree jumps on Gable's back. Then she slaps the taste out of his mouth. And then Gable kind of, backs her in the corner. And he's about ready to do something evil to her. But then the lights go out. The Wyatt 6-Cup theme plays. That epic freaking thing. Got the Fireflies all out. So the lights turn off. The blue light comes on. When the Firefly light comes on, all the Fireflies are going nuts. I'm marking out. So then we see the 3 members of the Wyatt 6. We have Dexter, Joe Gacy, and Eric Rowan. They come out, and then they head right to the ring. I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be good. So they get on the apron. I'm like, oh, this feels like Shield versus the Wyatt family all over again. Differently, of course. And then, out of nowhere, they take their masks off. They unmask for the first time. Well, we know who they are. I thought it was nice. I didn't like it at first, but I'm like, okay, it makes sense. So they take off the mask. Dexter looks so good. You know, he still has, like, dreads in the back of his head. He has a big old X on his head. He's got the makeup on. I'm like, damn, you look like Bam Sullivan from NYWC and GCW. I put that up on Twitter, and I was like, oh shit, look just like him. That was great. Gacy looks great. Rowan, what can you say? So they get in the ring, they have a big old brawl with the Creeds and Chad Gable. They throw him out of the ring, and then Nikki Cross came in as well, and Michael Cole called her Sister Abigail with a big senton off the top rope, knocking down Gable. And then she sits in the corner with the lantern as Gable starts heading to the back. And then out of nowhere, the fans are going nuts. I'm like, oh, is it Uncle Howdy? Yep, it is Uncle Howdy. He comes in and pretty much, like, stalks Gable, and then they cut the feed. They cut the segment. And I'm like, come on! I want to see what happens. We saw last week where he showed up in the ring and gave Sister Abigail the move to Gable. And I was like, oh, we're going to see Gable and Uncle Howdy at SummerSlam? No, we don't get that. We got a 6-man tag team match next week. Why? Why can't we have it at SummerSlam? Alright, so the Wyatt Six in their in-ring debut next week against the Creeds and Chad Gable. You know what's going to happen. They're going to get... Gable and the Creeds are going to get beat up severely. I don't know if Uncle Howdy and Nikki Cross are going to be there. Probably will, but we'll see. I hope that's the main event next week. I doubt it, but... So we got that. That was freaking epic. That was epic. And then later on, we get another VHS tape, this time showing Dexter's story, which was epic, and it says, they will see you drown. It was freaking epic. I loved it. This Wyatt Six stuff is just cinema. It's great. 5 out of 5 for that, by the way. And we move on. Alright, after all that epicness, we go to Golito. He comes in, talks through the rest of the Judgment Day. It's like, I dealt with Sami Zayn by getting him a match with Dum Dum. Okay, sign me up for that, but you're a pussy. Why don't you face freaking Sami Zayn in a non-title match? So anyway, Rhea Ripley, Mommy, says, well, that means you have to deal with Jey Uso on your own. So you get that. I gotta do the Nelson. That's pretty much it. Alright, 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then it's Fight Night Fella! As Sheamus Fella comes out in his match with Big Bronson Reed, big beefy men slapping meat in that ring. Under just about 10-minute match. Mitchell Cole almost got hit. Damn! As Reed knocks Sheamus over the announcer's table. We go to break, we come back, and then Sheamus hits not 1, not 2, but 16 clubbing blues on the corner. And then, pretty much, Bronson Reed gets stuck in the ropes, and then Pete fucking Dunne comes out with a shillelagh. Knocks Sheamus for a loop, knocks him out. Bronson Reed kind of comes to, goes up top, hits the tsunami. 1, 2, 3, he gets the win. Well, pretty much thanks to Pete fucking Dunne. So I can only imagine if they're going to have a match tonight on NXT or next week, because it's not going to be at SummerSlam, unless otherwise announced. Alright, so I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, after that, we go to Poppy Priest, El Campeon, comes into the clubhouse, talks about having to earn everything he has, while Walter was given everything he wanted. And he fought for everything he got. Now he's willing to fight for everything he has. Didn't you just say that a minute ago? Okay. Anyway. And that's pretty much it. This was a like talking to the camera type promo. It's like, I fought for everything I had. And now I fight for everything I am. Or some shit like that. I'm like, okay, I'll go with it. 3 out of 5 stars for that. Moving on. Then we get a promo from Braun Breaker, who's taking on Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title, again in their rematch from Money in the Bank. This time, Braun respects Sami, but now he's seeing Sami as a stand-up comic, because he's doing that show on Friday, Stupid. Oh yeah, I did it at Money in the Bank and I won. You think you're gonna win this time? Probably not. So anyway, Sammy is already preparing for a life after WWE and after losing to Braun Breaker. And that's why the joke is gonna be on you, Sammy, and that Intercontinental title will be mine this time. Will it? I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with that. As pretty much we move on. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars as well. Alright, after that, we go to Jey Uso, the Yeet Man, taking on Carlito. Not really a great match, under 8 minutes. Back and forth they went. Carlito did a couple of things, not much, you know, grabs a neck breaker, we go to break, we come back, Carlito misses a charge in the corner, and then Jey Uso hits a jumping enziguri, and then Carlito try to come back, takes his apple, takes a big bite out of the apple, but then Jey Uso knocks him down, hits the spear, and apple's going everywhere. 1, 2, 3, the Yeet Man! Jey Uso gets the win, and that's pretty much it. Match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. That's all I gotta say about that. Moving along. Alright, then we go to the back. I believe it was Kathy Kelly in the back, looking hot as always. And she has another hottie, Zelina Vega. Looking hot. Basically, she's glad Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and Sonya Deville attacked her last week, as it served as a wake-up call. And then Sonya, Zoe, and Shayna come in, they attack her again, they re-injure her elbow, which was in a sling, again, and then, after that, we see Lyra Valkyria and the Dancing Queens, we have Kayden Carter and Kacy Catanzaro. They come in a little bit too late, but then later on they got a 6-woman tag. Oh my gosh, so that coming. I just hope they push Zelina. Hashtag push Zelina, but I don't think she's ever going to get to, they're going to pull the trigger with Zelina. She's going to become women's champion. I'm just saying, but we get that. Alright, so 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we go to the back. Again, after a break, we come back. Kathy Kelly once again in the back with The Miz, Cleveland's own, by the way. And he announces that he is going to be the host of SummerSlam in his hometown of Cleveland. So that's going to be nice. Hopefully we see Maurice and maybe the kids. Who knows? And then R-Fool comes in. Oh my god, no. What do you got to say now? He comes in and thinks Miz is hosting the show in his house. It's like, no, it's in the stadium. It's like, oh, you're the host? We're going to have hors d'oeuvres? Like, no! And then he's like, well, you're a bad host. And Miz is like, I'm not a bad host. I'm like, oh, this is stupid. Then he goes, okay, I'll bring the hors d'oeuvres. Oh, my God. I can only imagine what's going to happen in some segments when they have to fill time. In the ring. He's going to be in the ring the first freaking thing. When they start the show, Miz is going to come out. Welcome to SummerSlam! And then R-Truth's going to come out, act like an idiot. Everybody's going to laugh and you're going to laugh, and then who knows what's going to happen during the night. Probably got some segments in the back with Miz, maybe R-Truth, and then maybe, who knows, maybe more craziness. Maybe they they'll go in catering. They'll have the hors d'oeuvres. Like, here's the hors d'oeuvres. This is not what I wanted. I want some fried chicken and collard greens, shit like that. I'm like, then go to the fucking Waffle House, you idiot. Why are you here? Why is R-Truth here anyway? I know there'll be comedy relief like Santino Marella is the TNA, but still, I'm getting sick of R-Truth at certain times. It's funny at times, but I'm like, stop. There's a point where you have to stop. I just like, alright, whatever. That's that. Alright, so I get that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we're going to look back at the recent Japanese tour, which was pretty damn good for Io. Kairi, Asuka was there in a knee brace, but she still looked good. Michael Satomura was there. Don't know, she's going to have a retirement match against who? I hope it's Io. I would love for it to be Io, or Asuka, or Kairi. One of them. Nice, but let's see what happens with that. Cody got a special Dusty Rhodes robe. That was nice. It was AJ and Nakamura kind of relived a little feud in the ring, even though it was against Cody in the triple threat match for the title, and you know what happens there. But I thought it was a pretty good Japanese tour for them, and hopefully NXT should have one, but maybe not. And that's pretty much it. Moving on from there. And that's it. Alright, after that we go back to the arena for our next match, Xavier Woods. By the way, Kofi Kingston came back during the Japanese tour, but did not come out with Kofi for this match. I wonder, Xavier I should say, for this match. I wonder why. But anyway, he's taking on Killer Kross again. I wish this fucking feud would end already. With either Woods getting just like annoyed. I'm like, that's it, I've had it. I don't like you. I'm gonna join up with Kross in the Final Testament, and nobody's gonna care about that much. But anyway, Kross comes out with the Also Pain, Akam Razor, Precious Paul Ellering, and his hot fucking wife, Scarlett Bordeaux. That's Killer Kross, by the way. He gets on the mic and says, well, it's kind of interesting that Kofi re-injured his shoulder. Oh, he did? He wasn't there. I thought he was there, but then he says he re-injured his shoulder. Damn. During the tour, when the spotlight is on Woods for the first time, he wants Xavier to join the team right now and admit that the power of positivity was all a lie. And then Woods is like, well, fuck you, man! Smacks him around. Get to the match. Match stunk up the joint. The final prayer is broken up. Woods hits a super kick. Then goes after the AOP for just no apparent reason. Beats him up. Goes for the limit breaker, or limit break, and missed it. And then Kross hits the final prayer, that spinning F5 maneuver. 1, 2, 3. And then, I think we was like the referee was counting 1, 2, 3. Scarlett comes in right around 2.5. And referee? Anyway. But really nothing happening in this match. I care less for it. So, yeah, Kross gets another win. Big fucking whoop. Match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. I really should give it a dud, but I'm being generous. And that's that. Alright, then we see a video from early in the day backstage as The Game! Paul Levesque, Triple H, with his proboscis snooze. He's there and he meets up with Minnesota's own, the governor himself, Jesse the Body Ventura. What I tell you, McMahon? And they were kind of talking about during the Seth Rollins segment, when Jesse Ventura was a special guest referee for the Mega Powers versus the Mega Bucks match at SummerSlam 90. What year was that? No, wasn't that one. What? I did talk about it, I forgot. I think it was SummerSlam 98. There was Triple H and somebody, I think. I thought it was Shawn Michaels, but I forget. So we'll talk about that. So that was nice. I thought that he was going to show up on TV live. I mean, he is the governor. Well, I don't know. He's not the governor anymore. Obviously, I don't think he is anymore. But Hall of Famer, a good man, and Vince McMahon's worst nightmare. What I tell you, McMahon! Pretty much. I got those triceps, McMahon, McMannequin. I miss the 80s, man, I do. I just do. Alright, we got that. Alright, so we move on with that. Great to see Jesse the Body Ventura. Alright, after that, we have a video of Sami Zayn doing a comedy show, shows him at this comedy show the night before Money in the Bank, and how he beat Braun Breaker anyway. And he's like, I'm gonna do it again at SummerSlam, but this time, it's pretty much, I'm gonna take Braun out rather than teach him a lesson. We'll see. We'll see if lightning can strike twice for Sami. I don't think so, but we'll see what happens with that. Alright, 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Then we get a great promo from Liv Morgan. She's in the parking lot. And we see one of those WWE trucks. Dom's face is right behind it. How fitting. And she's in front of a burning oil can trash can. I was like, damn, that thing Liv went to hell, and Satan's coming out. I was like, shit. Liv burns a bunch of Dom Dom's merch, and then basically says, well, you took my arm out, now I took your arm out. The revenge tour is gonna come to is pretty much gonna be completed at SummerSlam, and Dom, whatever I have left of Rhea Ripley, you can have. I was like, shit. I was like, damn, Liv, this was great. And then they go back to, like, Michael Cole. Michael Cole's like, Fatal Attraction much? I'm like, yeah. All we need now is a freaking sex scene with Liv Morgan and some guy and Dom Dom. And Dom Dom's like, Liv's like riding a guy, it might be Dom, who knows. And then she just goes, with the ice pick. That's all we need now is the ice pick. And Liv to kind of look like, not like Basic Instinct per se, but, why am I saying Sharon Stone? I'm thinking of Basic Instinct. Not Fatal Attraction with, what's her name? Meryl Streep. That was crazy. That movie is crazy as shit. And you thought Basic Instinct was better. Oh. The first one was good. Second one, not so much. First one, lots of sex. Second one, not that much. Not that I care, but I mean, seeing Sharon Stone get fucking railed, both movies. I mean, why not? It is what it is. All right, so we had that segment. Now, if I can get to my notes, and that's that. All right. Anyway, we'll move on from that. All right. Then we go to Sami Zayn and Dom Dom. Dom Dom by himself. No Judgment Day around yet. But he comes out, takes on Sami Zayn. So that Liv Morgan promo was great. 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then after that, speaking of Dom Dom, Sami comes out, looks at the promo, is like, oh shit, Dom, you're fucked. So Dom Dom comes down to the ring by himself, has an 8-minute match with Sami that kind of ended in a disqualification because JD McDumpfuck and Cornito come out, beat up Sami, causing disqualification in over 8 minutes. Match, 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, pretty much a 3-on-1 beatdown, and then Jey Uso comes out for the save, and kind of clears the ring, and then Braun Breaker goes after Sami, who fights back, suplexes him in the corner with an exploder, goes for the hell of a kick, and Braun got out of dodge real quick, and it looks like he was about to leave the ringside area, but then he kind of does a U-turn, goes back in the ring, but Sami was waiting for him, hits the hell of a kick, knocking him off the apron, and Sami's like, yeah! Holds up the belt. I'm like, you know what that means? Sami's losing a belt on Saturday. Probably. But that's it. Alright, so Sami, one-ups Braun Breaker. And that's it. Alright, then like I said, we go to the Wyatt 6 tape with Dexter, who basically says people should run when the buzzes stop circling. And as always, we have to follow the buzzard. Like Bray Wyatt always says. Follow the buzzards, bitches. Until they stop circling, like Dexter would say. And run! That's pretty much it. That was great. 5 out of 5 for that. Alright, then we go to the back. We see Chad Gable and the Creed brothers getting a match against the Wyatt 6. That was already announced on Twitter. Thank you. And Adam Pearce makes it official. Big fucking whoop. And that's it. Alright, then we go to 6-woman tag team action. Vada Kilia, the lassie bitch from Ireland. Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro taking on Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and Sonya Deville. Nothing really great here. 8.5-minute match. Larry hits a gut-wrench powerbomb. The Dancing Queens go for the after party. That gets broken up. And then Zoe gives Kaden Carter the Z360. 1, 2, 3. So Sonya's group wins again. And that's pretty much it. So I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, where's my notes? My notes just disappeared. Yeah, pretty much they disappeared. Anyway, after the match, they're doing a little pose in the ring, and then Damage Control comes back. Yes, Dakota Kai looking great. Io and Kairi looking great. Ooh, they have matching Japanese tattoos on their cheek. I was like, oh shit. They come in, they stare them down, beat the fuck out of them, and then they do a little signature pose. They're like, I was like, shit! It's like they did a Bullet Club pose almost. They wouldn't do this, or, the guns up pose, but that pose looked mighty familiar. I was like, yes! And then, we have a promo with Damage Control in the back. Next week, we got Dakota Kai going against Sonya Deville. I think Sonya's gonna win because Dakota Kai hasn't won a match in God knows how long. But we're gonna have to see what happens with that. Well, yeah, my notes are pretty much, I don't know where they went, but anyway. So I might have missed a segment here, but we go to the main event. Finn Balor against Walter. They had a segment with Finn Balor, and basically, Mommy Rhea Ripley's like, you go do what you gotta do. We don't need to be out there. You go do what you gotta do. Show Walter who's boss. And then Poppy Priest and Mommy talk with Finn. Poppy Priest tells Finn, save a little something for me for SummerSlam. And then Finn goes like, I'm gonna soften them up for you, boss. And that's it. Then we go to the match. Finn Balor and Walter. Very good, pretty good match. Sort of with Finn, taking it to Walter. And then Walter comes back, basically chops the soul out of Finn Balor. But Balor comes back, goes for the coup de grace and missed. And then, basically, Walter wins the match with a 1905 sleeper. Puts Finn to sleep. So he has to win. Match I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, Walter still has the sleep on, but then transitions to a rear naked choke. Referee's trying to stop it. Nothing happens. Poppy Priest comes out, goes after Walter, beats the fuck out of him. And then, pretty much, the Raw fades to black. And that's it. But then there's after videos on Twitter showing Poppy Priest continuing to beat down on Walter. He beat the fuck out of him. I was like, shit. It's like, but so we'll see what happens on Saturday with Poppy Priest and Walter. A lot of people saying Poppy Priest is going to retain, and then at Bash of Berlin, which is supposedly Walter's home country, even though he's Austrian, they're going to make Walter win the belt at Bash of Berlin, which I can see. I think that's probably going to happen. So, Poppy Priest has to win clean at SummerSlam, and then Walter pretty much will beat the crap out of Poppy, get the belt, hold it for like a year, or at least till WrestleMania maybe, but we'll see. And that's that. That's what I think should happen. Will it? Probably not, because I think there's going to be some chicanery, like Carlito and Dom Dom, not Dom Dom per se, maybe Dom Dom, but probably Carlito, JD McDumpfuck, and Finn Balor will try to come out and help Poppy Priest. I think it's gonna backfire. It might backfire and Walter wins, and then they have the rematch at Bash of Berlin. Who knows? But as you see, maybe Finn Balor turning on Poppy Priest. And then pretty much Dom Dom signing with Liv. It's like, oh, this was all a ruse. Right. We knew that already. So then Poppy Priest and Mommy will probably go their separate ways. Either start their own faction of their own, or who knows. So, Saturday's going to really tell a lot of interesting stories. I do think Dom is going to side with Liv. But then again, who knows? I think Liv is going to retain over Mommy, which sucks. I think Walter might win over Poppy Priest, thanks to Finn Balor's heel turn, or he just beats him up straight up. But I don't know. So lots of questions are going to be answered on Saturday, and that's pretty much it. All right, so that match, like I said, 3.5 out of 5 stars, and that's that. All right, so Raw, I didn't think it was that bad. It could have been way better, but still, I gave it 7 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys thought of the show in a comment, or you could do your own video if you want. Just leave a comment down below. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button as well, and then don't forget to smash the bell for more. And that's pretty much it. Alright, we're 5 minutes away from NXT Great American Bash, so I might be back later on my Peter Joseph channel with your Great American Bash Night 1 review for NXT, and that's pretty much it. Then we'll be back tomorrow with AEW, and we'll see what happens with that as we roll out the month of July tomorrow, and then we begin the dog days of August on Thursday. And we got a lot to do in August. We got SummerSlam on Saturday. We got All In 3, 2 weeks after that. Then pretty much the week after that, we got Bash in Berlin. The week after that, well, the day after that, we got NXT No Mercy on September 1st. Then we got Labor Day Raw. And then that weekend, we got All Out. I don't know what number is up to in Chicago. And then the week after that, we got Fall Brawl, which I don't even know is a main roster pay-per-view. I don't know. Because the next major main roster pay-per-view is Bad Blood on October the 5th. And then we got NXT Halloween Havoc on that Sunday. Good day that is, by the way, Kelly Osbourne's birthday. So we got that. And then we got Halloween Havoc pretty much night 2 days later. And then Halloween is on a Thursday night, so TNA and Ring of Honor will be Halloween shows. Even though it's taped, but still. We got all that. But we move on with that. So like I said, 7 out of 10 stars for Raw. And that's all I gotta say about that. So I am out of here, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll be back later tonight with my NXT review. But go to Sci-Fi right now. It's not on the USA Network. Go to Sci-Fi tonight. And for Raw and SmackDown, Raw and NXT next week as well. And then we're back to normal the week after that. August 12th and 13th, we're back on the USA Network. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget Collision at 5 p.m. this Saturday afternoon. And then SummerSlam, pretty much main show 7 to probably 11. But we'll see what happens with that. If you go to SummerSlam, please get there safe. Have fun during the whole weekend with all those events and stuff. And then if you're leaving on Sunday or you're staying till Monday, I don't know if Raw's in Ohio on Monday, but we'll see if it's in Cincinnati or anywhere else, Dayton, whatever is on Monday. If you're staying in the Ohio area, be safe. But if you're going back to wherever you came from on Sunday, please get back safely. And that's pretty much it. Have fun and enjoy SummerSlam. The third of the Big Four. We got Survivor Series in the end of November. So have fun with that. The final of the Big Four, and that's and the final actual main pay-per-view for the main roster will be Survivor Series, and then NXT will have Deadline in December, and then AEW's final pay-per-view, World's End 2. We have that final battle wherever that might be. Hopefully in New York, but don't know yet. Bound for Glory coming up in October. Maybe in New York, maybe in London. Who knows? WrestleMania is being rumored to be in London. I don't know what year. It ain't gonna be next year. Maybe 42, maybe 43. Who knows? But actually, interesting stuff. If WrestleMania is in London, that's gonna start at like 12 o'clock with the pre-show, at least. But the main show is probably gonna start at 2 o'clock here in the States because it's 5 hours ahead. So Saturday and Sunday afternoon WrestleMania, possibly in London. That should be nice. I'll go for it. As long as it ends around like, probably like 6, 7 o'clock so I can watch. It's a lead into Collision. We'll see what happens with that. And, it's going to be, a lead in Sunday night baseball as well. Because it's in April, of course. Don't know when in April. We know April, I think it's April 19th and 20th next year. It's in Vegas. So that should be fun. Easter weekend, you're going to be watching WrestleMania. I might watch a little bit of night 2, because I'll be with the folks and everything, with the missus, of course. I might watch a little bit of night 2. But, in any case, I'm watching night 1, definitely. All night 1 live. I will be watching it live. And then night 2 is Easter, so I might watch a little bit of it on Bleacher Report. So I have my phone watching it. We'll see what happens with that. All right, NXT's live, so I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching. Until next time. If you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man. That's it. See you probably later, and that's it. Anyway, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Peace.